Night falls on the Nile Delta, shadows grow long and thin, everything gets quiet, even the date palms. This is when she comes, Al-Nadaha. All across the villages of Egypt, people whisper her legend. She is a creature of the night. Some say she's a jinn, others say she's a restless soul. What she looks like changes from village to village. Some say she's a beautiful woman in white, others say she's an old, scary woman. But everyone agrees about her voice, a voice that makes you shiver. They say her voice has a strange power, a power to charm, to hypnotize. It whispers about your deepest wishes, pulling you in closer and closer until it's too late. Al-Nadaha is a creature of two sides. She is both beautiful and scary, attractive and repulsive. Her beauty is a trick, a way to lure unsuspecting people to their doom. Her voice, sweet as honey, turns bitter as poison once she's trapped you. She wanders the fields and canals, her cries echoing in the quiet. Some say she goes after men, especially those who have hurt women. Others say she hunts anyone foolish enough to be alone at night. No one knows why she does what she does. Is she looking for revenge? Or does she just enjoy human suffering? Whatever her reason, one thing is for sure. Hearing her call is asking for trouble. The stories of what happened to her victims are told and retold around campfires, each telling adding to the legend. Some say she drives men crazy with her voice, making them wander into the desert to die. Others say she steals their souls, leaving behind empty bodies. One story, passed down through many families, tells of a young farmer named Hassan. Hassan was known for being brave and loving his family. One night, coming home late from the fields, he heard a woman crying. Her voice was so full of pain and sadness that Hassan, even though he knew better, felt he had to help. He followed the sound of her cries, deeper and deeper into the fields. He called out, but the crying continued. Finally, he came to a clearing. And there, standing by the canal, he saw her. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, her long black hair flowing down her back, her eyes filled with tears. "Please," she sobbed, "help me, I'm lost." Hassan felt a chill run down his spine. He knew the stories, the warnings, but he couldn't just leave her. He took a step towards her, and that's when he heard it. A voice whispered in his ear, cold and menacing, "Turn back, Hassan. She is not what she seems." Echoes in the sand, the power of what we believe. Hassan's story, like all legends, is a mix of truth and make-believe. No one can really say if such a creature exists, but the power of the legend isn't whether it's true, but how it makes us think about our deepest fears. Al-Nadaha represents the dangers hiding in the unknown, the darkness all around us. She reminds us that life is fragile, that unseen threats are always there. In a time when people lived and died by the rhythms of nature, such stories had a purpose. They taught people to be careful, reinforced rules, and explained things that couldn't be explained. The fear they caused was a powerful tool, used to keep children from misbehaving, to discourage taking risks, and to make communities stronger. The stories of Al-Nadaha, passed down through generations, became a part of Egyptian culture. They were like warning signs, reminding people of the dangers of the night and how important it was to follow their traditions. Al-Nadaha's legacy, fear, and curiosity. Today. Even now, in a time of science and technology, the legend of Al-Nadaha still captures our imagination. Her story has been told in books, movies, and even video games, each one adding something new to the myth. While the fear she once caused might be less, replaced by curiosity or even amusement, her story still means something to us. Maybe it's because her themes are things we all understand, the fear of the unknown, being drawn to things we shouldn't be, and the results of our actions. Or maybe it's just the power of a good story told over and over, taking on a life of its own. Whatever the reason, Al-Nadaha is still an important symbol of Egyptian folklore, a reminder that some stories, like some creatures, never really die. They stay hidden in the shadows, waiting for the right time to come out, to whisper their secrets again in the darkness. And we, drawn to the mystery, will keep listening, captivated by the haunting legend of Al-Nadaha.